Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you out there. Today is May 21st. It's another big day, another big week, of course, as usual. And with everything that's going on with AMC and GME, yeah, it's every day is just something new, and to me, it's exciting. Exciting as I mean the return on investment. And if you've heard Matthew McConaughey tell his big talk about return on investment, a great speech he has online, because this is what we're learning now, and it's something that why we value AMC and why we also, to the people who are holding also GameStop, why you hold the stock so much, why you're not letting go, you don't want to sell, because it's a return on investment. And it's not just financially returning. We're talking about a whole sphere of wealth and value that goes beyond just your bank accounts. Something I want to talk about that I kind of was doing some research on is this. This is pretty much, it's like a dartboard. And what all investment bankers want to get is the zero. Whenever they make trades, they're trying to get their return on investment as close to zero by getting the best buy they can. And what they're all getting here, it's circles. Each of these different investment funds, investment bankers and hedge funds are all trading faster and faster through high-speed trading. But the last circle here, this is us. This is the retail investor. We're far away from everything. This could be 1 to 2 seconds. Our trade can happen in 1 to 2 seconds, even longer. But for us, it doesn't really matter too much, because for the bankers who are making these, basically setting up these algorithms and everything else that doesn't have the human touch. Now that's another thing I'll talk about, human touch. I'll talk about in a minute. Because they're setting up these lightning fast. I mean, talk about trying to get access to the speed of light. And with all of these trades getting down to the milliseconds to make these so fast, automated bets, automated just trades fast throughout the whole day, making thousands and thousands and millions of dollars, and just compounds up every year. But for the retail investor, not just people who are day traders, but who are mutual funds, 401k, any kind of fund that you're in with your company, your family, any kind of investment fund you're in, this is you. You're a retail trader, and we're pretty much the FUD. The mud, the outer band of all of this. It's easy money for the bankers, because it's just taking our money and getting access, throwing it out there to invest. And that is what we're dealing with today, our return on investment. Everybody's sick and tired of everything that's been going on, because Congress has been slow to enact laws, the SEC has been slow, FINRA, everything else that's been going on has been just slowed down. Years since the 1987 crash, speeded up 2008, 2009, to even the flash crash that pretty much saw Sotheby's stock go up to $100,000 for 5 minutes. Nobody cashed out, but what interesting thing from that was any trades during that 10-minute period were canceled out. Yeah, that was an interesting thing to think about for this next coming crash that people are talking about. And also people are expecting. But the return on investment, as retail investors, the greatest thing we have is education. And right now, this whole community, through AMC, through GME, through Super Stonk, especially through people and everybody who's contributing to Super Stonk on there, has produced and given some of the most tremendous research. Hundreds of thousands of people. There are about 300,000 members on Super Stonk, and with the AMC stock subreddit, the community there who's pulling through and giving out excellent research is phenomenal. People are going out there, going through SEC filings, going through the 13F reports, the FINRA documents, Ortex. I mean, we're getting great information, and it's being given in a way that is basically explained to me like I'm 5. We're able to get hold of this information from it's basically out there in Google. Everything's out there, but translate it, put it into language that everybody can understand. From the Freedom of Information request that I've just gone through today, through another Redditor posted online and seeing what he was able to get, it's phenomenal, the support and the community that has come together to basically put up the education. We need this education. We need all of this to get through all of the crap, because this is how we're going to get things done. It is how things are getting done slowly, but also how we're going to get things done a lot faster. And pushing back against SEC, pushing back Congress, we want this done faster. Before, when one person had a problem, go on the news, talk about it. Sure, maybe call your member of Congress, call the Senate. Okay, things would be slow. But right now we have a community of 3 million people, not just in the US, but worldwide. AMC's got 3 million retail investors. GME, well, we don't know how many with all of that because all the data is just freaking messed up. We know about that. But the community there is solid. And the amount of research that is there is solid. It is data. It is analyzed, processed, not just by 1, 10, hundreds of people going in and putting out great research. Because this is the most important thing. The people in Congress, representatives, and the people in SEC and also people in FINRA, what they need is the data. They're not going to be looking at, they're going to be looking at their own ideas about what they think about retail investors. And we know what we heard about Jim Cramer and also what some of these people on CNBC and CNN and everybody else, oh, Wall Street, best people, these retail investors, they're not educated. Well, we are freaking educated. We've given out more data and more information than I can actually comprehend. And this is mind-blowing because that's why we're holding the stock. We believe in this. So this is, again, the return on investment. And that's something that the computers and these hedge funds, these high-frequency trading computers, and they don't have is the human touch, the human emotion linked to this. They don't have that. They have the artificial intelligence, they have the computer programming, the machine learning programming, but they don't have the human touch. And that's something that I'm sure that they've gone in and looked at their programs and analytical models. They cannot figure out the human touch. Why would we want to hold this? You can't fit that into an equation. You may be able to program it something in there, a longer equation program, but you can't get the stock out of our hands. We're not giving up. Everybody has a number. It's gone higher. It's gone higher. It doesn't matter what they do. What information you hear. It's just like water. As Bruce Lee said, be water. Let the water is the FUD. Just flow around you and just keep continuing. Just hold back, grab your drink, sit back, and just watch the spread every night. Sorry, night for me, I'm in Taiwan, but for all of you, it's the daytime. Just sit back and watch it. Don't let it get to you. There'll be shills out there. There'll be people who disbelieve you. That's fine. That's fine. Let it be. You're on your mission. I'm on my mission. I have mine priced, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving anything else out here. But I'm giving you my opinion and I want you to go out there and to take your own opinion, go out, take your research, your belief, what you know, what you've learned. And that is the return on investment. The return on investment in 2021 is going to be probably some of the best education you've gotten in decades. Financially, economically, friendship, communities that you've engaged with, every single thing that you're doing with this. It has a bigger return on investment than just putting your money to a savings account and letting that 0.03% gain interest every year and being born into a life of debt with credit cards and everything else. No, this is financial freedom. This is getting this circle closer to what we want, reaching the zero limit and getting more money back to us. Because right now, the whole financial business model of Wall Street, that from 1900s all the way to the 2010, 2015, that business model has been shifted. This is the thing that has to be changed, is the whole input with the computer system. And that was something that has been stalling. And all of the Congress has to pass laws dealing with high frequency trading and how all these hedge funds, dark pools, everything else has to be seriously looked at. Okay, and it goes beyond my depth of knowledge and my depth of education. But what I'm doing is I'm not stopping learning. I'm going to keep on continuing this. So keep on going out there, learn as much as you can. Remember, your return on investment is bigger than just financial. It has a larger basically range here. This is going beyond just your generation. It's going, if you have kids, it's going on, people pass along to them because it's going to affect your kids. And this is what has to change. And right now is a time where we have to change. So all out there, stay strong.